Hey Garth Gang, so this is where we're at. As you can see, I've got a bunch of characters here, 5 in total. This one is a test for Badgers Private League. That's the Death Oath character that I've done multiple videos on. There's no real changes to this character from the last video. So if you want to see what's going on with the Death Oath character, just let's just do this. YouTube, check it out. Okay. So all the gear's the same. I've not done anything to this character at all. I'm just using it to run a few red maps every day if I can be bothered. That character's pretty much done with for this league. I'm just there just in case. This was my... Well, if you've been following the channel, you know how bad my league start went. So this is a character I actually league started with. Again, there's no changes on here. We are still with the 6 linked at serious disfavour. With the setup the same, the 5 link belly. I'm testing out Perseverance. It seems to be working. This is a champion, so we have Fortify, and therefore we should also have Permanent Onslaught, but I'm not sure it's working. Not particularly bothered. This character's, again, it does bosses mainly for the Death Oath character. This is a Juggernaut. I managed to grind out some maps from doing heists on the Death Oath character. I dropped the stones out my atlas, so when I was doing the heist I got the white map drops. So we are now fully geared up without significant investment. We've got the 2 replica last resorts. We can now equip the Obscurantis. It is missing the enchant. We've got the 6 linked brass dome that cost me 1.5x, and then the rest of the gear is the same. We've still got the Oscarum gloves, and these boots are just movement and resists with a nice enchant that I brought for, I think it's about 15c. Darkness Enthroned with the original searching eyes from level 1. Again, the flasks are all rolled, other than the life flask. It doesn't have an enchant on it because you can't get one, I think. I don't know. Again, this character is pretty much done. I'll run some of these white maps here I've got in my inventory to get some more levels, but more than likely this character will go over to standard, and I'll do it in there where I've got a lot more resources. We've got 2 diamond rings for the crit chance, damage, and the resists. That one happened. That one I had in my dump tabs, waiting for sale. It never sold, but it's got the -10 mana cost on there for the lightning strike, which is why we're able now to run the full aura setup, which is Flesh and Stone, Petrified Blood, Purity of Elements, and Herald of Ice, with Arrogance supporting Vitality, War Banner, and Precision. Now, at the moment, because of Last Resort only does damage when you're on low life, I do damage. I've managed to correct it. I was realising sometimes it wasn't doing any damage, but then if I hit Blood Rage, my life would go down and there'd be a little gap between the life reservation and the actual life pool, which would then enable Lightning Strike to do damage. So that solved that issue. For full details on this character, see previous videos. So that's those 3, that's the main 3. We've got this Necromancer sat here. This would be my Necromancer, permanent Necromancer. I was about to level it up as Volatile Detonate Dead, and Zizarin did a play with me. So I'm going to wait for his YouTube video to come out, and I'm actually going to follow his play with me guide whilst leveling my own character. I'm going to be a lot slower than Ziz, probably, because I'm just a slow casual player, but yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'll put a video out when I do that. That probably won't be done. Well, I've got to wait for Zizarin's YouTube video, so I'll get that done as soon as the video goes live. At the moment it's just level 2, so that's where we're at, really. There's not much going on. This is going to be another heist character, Toxic Rain this time. If you've seen my previous videos, I league started with a Corsicara Toxic Rain Raider, and it did not go very well. So this time I'm hoping I've done some more research. There's a lot more builds out on PoE Ninja now. I've changed the setup. I'm leveling this character. I spent 25C on the Quill Rain. I had Gold Rim in my stash. All the other stuff I had in my stash. Line Ice Paw was in a guild stash, so I shoved that because the guild I'm in, Baylor Mage's Guild, is if it's in the guild stash, you can help yourself. This was brought from the vendor as a 4-link chest, so I've just relinked it. So I've got Cast for Lambs, taking Steel Skin, and then I've got my 2 movement skills in there. And then I crafted the Hero's Bite, which, if you don't know, is a Sharktooth arrow quiver of normal rarity, a rare Onyx amulet, Orb of Augmentation, I think, or Orb of Chance, one of those two, I can never remember, and a quality Rain of Arrows. So what you do is you buy one of each coloured gem, red, blue, green, buy any amulet from the vendor, vendor the amulet with the 3 different coloured gems. That gives you an Onyx amulet. Throw an Alchemy Orb at it, that's your rare Onyx amulet. Your Sharktooth quiver you can pick up from a vendor usually. I just happen to drop one underground. Rain of Arrows is buy Rain of Arrows from the vendor, whack a GCP on it, that's that done. Sell it all to the vendor with either Orb of Chance or Augmentation, and you automatically ends up with a Hero's Bite, which you can equip at level 10. So that's what I've done. So yeah, that's where this character's going to go, and this is going to... I'm testing this for the BPL, Badges Private League, so that's out on the 26th of November, and I'm hopefully going to be in that this time. I've done a couple of them, but I've missed out on a couple, so that's where I'm at really. There's not much else to go through. I've done previous videos on the builds, the 3 main builds. They're all available on my channel to look through. The Juggernaut one has changed. I will link these, the Death's Oath, the Blade Storm, Rage, Vortex, and the Juggernaut current POBs as they're sat on my account in the description below. If you want the endgame versions, they're in my previous videos. I don't know where the Necromancer's going. I've been thinking about doing a Necromancer, but I hate minion builds, and I also don't really like spell slingers. But I saw Ziz's video that he did with DS Lily on his channel, and I thought, well, that's got an awesome POB, so I might as well level one up. I've got no currency to push my 3 main builds. I'm down to like 20 chaos again. So I thought, well, I'll make one, and as I was making one, Ziz went live and put on there that he was doing a play with me, so I'm going to follow that along, see how we go. These videos I'm doing are hopefully help people to do. What I've got lined up over the weekend is our heist basic video, so keep an eye on that. That'll go through heist, in-depth heist, how to do it from league start and then all the way through, how to gear your NPCs, which ones you need to level up, which ones you don't need to level up really. And it's all going to be personal opinion. I know Grimro's done a similar in-depth video about how to make the most currency out of heist, but this is more of how to set up to do your heist in a quick and efficient manner, and with loot. I might do my loot filter as well, give you all access to my loot filter. I'm just rambling now because I'm at 9 minutes and 30 seconds, so we've got about 30 seconds, about a minute left. So I'm just going to continue to eat my breakfast. If you don't like the sound of eating toast, you can stop watching the video now or mute it. But yeah, I'm just going to sit here and eat my toast. there we go, that's the 10-minute mark. My profile is public and open, so if you ever do want to look at my characters, you're welcome to do so. I've got one character in hardcore. That was the Scion only league that Zizarin done, some time ago now. I managed to get it to level 70 without dying, and it is a trapper. I sold all the gear, not thinking I'd ever play hardcore again. I tinkered with it. Hardcore's alright, but in the current situation with my ISP and the disconnects, they mostly died, or I didn't like the builds, so it's just sat there as a bank character, if you like. These are all my standard characters. There will be one for every ascension eventually. I'll just get around to finding them. This is still my aura stacker. I haven't changed it. I hope that at some point aura stackers will become viable. I have managed to make mine viable, but I had all the gear. I was just missing the voices, which I was eventually saving up for. I had almost enough to buy 1 voices, and of course now everything's changed, so I had to use my currency to sort out my other builds. And with but the DPS on it is about 27k. It's just about able to clear white tier 1 maps without a boss kill. By no means is it your standard aura stacker, but it is there of how I'm going to be running it if it ever becomes viable. And then the rest are just the chieftain's in a bit of a bad place at the moment. I was running Namahu Flame setup, then I changed it to a Cyclone Headhunter setup, and that didn't go well. And then 3.16 happened, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I want to use a Headhunter on it as a Cyclone Headhunter character, but I just can't find a build I'm happy with. Most of the new staffs, so yeah. We're now in 12 minutes, so that's it, done. At some point I'll go through all of these builds as another video, just something to do. But yeah, hope you have a good weekend. Look out for my video on Heist. If you like it, like it. If you don't, don't. Comment, etc. Whatever. Thanks.